Tokyo, Japan, August 5, 2025. It's been over a year since BTS's Jimin released his critically acclaimed solo album Muse, and yet his name continues to dominate the hearts of Japanese fans, perhaps now more than ever. As new popularity rankings for August 2025 sweep across fan forums and social media platforms, one thing is clear: Park Jimin remains a force of nature in Japan. Despite his relatively quiet public appearances this summer, his name once again appeared in the top 3 most popular Korean idols in Japan, according to fan voting aggregators and K-pop trending sites. For fans, this wasn't just expected, it was deeply emotional. It's not about new content, it's about the way he lives in our hearts, one Japanese fan tweeted. Jimin doesn't need to say a word, we still feel him with us. Jimin's deep-rooted bond with Japanese fans stretches far beyond viral performances or global music charts. From his fluent Japanese interviews to his emotionally vulnerable stage presence in Tokyo Dome, many fans still remember his solo encore during Promise, with teary eyes and unwavering applause. In 2024, when Muse broke several domestic and global records, Jimin conducted exclusive promotions in Japan, appearing on NHK, Music Station, and even surprising fans with handwritten notes in Japanese. That connection hasn't faded. In fact, it's only grown. Now, in August 2025, while Jimin remains relatively quiet following BTS's group gathering in Festa, fans in Japan have revived a new movement, #JiminWillAlwaysShine. The hashtag trended in Tokyo and Osaka shortly after fan-run polls showed him beating out newly debuted idols and trending soloists. The irony? Jimin hasn't posted anything major this month. No new photos, no live streams, not even a teaser. And yet, his absence speaks louder than most idols' full promotional cycles. This emotional silence, paired with a history of unforgettable performances and genuine fan interactions, has become his greatest strength. Jimin isn't just a singer in Japan. To many, he's become a symbol of loyalty, warmth, and quiet strength in a chaotic industry. In Shibuya, Tokyo, on the evening of August 3, a group of fans quietly gathered in front of a massive LED screen flashing images of BTS's Jimin from past eras, from his iconic Lie stage in 2016 to the softer tones of Like Crazy in 2023. None of these clicks are new, but to fans, Jimin doesn't need to be current to be relevant. There's something eternal about him, said 23-year-old Haruna, clutching a worn-out photo card from Jimin's BE era. He could disappear for years, but our hearts would still remember his voice, his smile, the way he says arigato in Japanese with such sincerity. And it's not just nostalgia. Every time a new ranking surfaces, whether it's Oricon, Nikkei Entertainment, or fan-based surveys on platforms like Line, Ameba, and Weibo Japan, Jimin's name rises like clockwork. He hasn't released anything this August, but his popularity is surging as if he had. One moment fans won't forget: the 2019 Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour in Tokyo Dome, where Jimin's voice cracked during The Truth Untold, and he shed silent tears, overwhelmed by the crowd's chant of his name in perfect sync. Jimin, Jimin, Jimin. The sound echoed like a hymn across the packed dome, a memory now immortalized in ARMY's collective heart. Fast forward to 2025, and those who were there speak of it as if it happened yesterday. It was more than a concert, says Yuko, 31, who traveled from Osaka for that show. It was a spiritual connection. Since then, I promised myself I would support Jimin no matter what. Jimin doesn't just perform for Japanese fans. He speaks to them, literally. From day one, he's been the most diligent BTS member in learning Japanese phrases, even practicing regional dialect to surprise fans during fan meetings. He once said in a Japanese magazine interview, "Language is the key to someone's heart. I don't want to just sing here, I want to be understood." This mindset endeared him to a generation of fans who often feel overlooked by K-pop idols who focus primarily on Korean or global English markets. Jimin never made Japan feel like a side market. To him, it was home too.
So when August 2025 arrived and Jimin didn't post anything for days, fans didn't grow restless. They trended hashtags like hashtag Jimin in our hearts, hashtag my eternal bias, and Jimin Aen ni Daisuki, Jimin I'll love you forever. When a fan project featuring animated billboards of Jimin lit up in Akihabara, passersby were moved to tears. One TikTok video showing a little girl saluting a poster of Jimin with a whispered "fighting" went viral across Japan. Silence is his loudest statement, and his fans? They hear him clearly. Jimin isn't just a heartthrob in Japan, he's a market influencer. Japanese radio stations like J-Wave and NHK-FM still play Like Crazy, Japanese version, weekly. Physical sales of Muse, Japanese special edition, continue in Tower Records NHMV, with many locations selling out collector's vinyls in August, despite being a year old. A staff member at Tower Records Shibuya told Nikkei Entertainment, "Every time there's even a whisper of Jimin in the news, our shelves get wiped clean. People don't just want music, they want to feel close to him." Even Japanese artists have openly cited Jimin as an inspiration, including YOASOBI's Ikura and Kinginu's Daiki Tsuneta, praising his vocal tone, dance artistry, and emotional delivery. When Muse dropped in 2024, fans expected it to do well globally, but no one predicted how deeply Japan would embrace it. Within hours of release, the album soared to #1 on the Oricon Albums Chart, outselling local J-pop heavyweights and maintaining that position for 2 consecutive weeks, a rare feat for a Korean soloist. But it wasn't just the numbers that stood out, it was the emotion. The Japanese edition of Muse included a bonus track, a re-recorded version of Alone in Japanese. And that one song hit like lightning. Listeners across Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto described it as a cry from the soul and the most beautiful pain. "I was listening to it on the train home from work," a fan from Yokohama shared on Twitter. "When Jimin said, 'Wakatteiru kedo, mada itai,' I understand it, but it still hurts. I started crying in front of strangers." Sales of the album's physical Japanese version broke records for Korean soloists in Japan. Even now, in August 2025, more than a year after its release, Muse continues to re-enter Rekochoku and Line Music daily rankings. Jimin didn't just release music. He rewrote how solo K-pop idols connect with Japan's emotional core. You could walk down the streets of Harajuku and never forget Jimin existed, even if he hasn't stepped foot in Japan since early 2024. Because ARMY in Japan never stopped celebrating him. Each year, Japanese fan bases hold their own dedicated celebration of Jimin Japan Day on August 10th, a symbolic date chosen for its connection to his live performance debut at Tokyo Dome. This August 2025, they've gone above and beyond. 10 digital billboards featuring Jimin's Muse era now shine across Shinjuku and Umeda. Custom coffee sleeves with fan messages distributed in over 20 cafes from Tokyo to Sapporo. A limited-run Jimin exhibition gallery has opened in Akihabara, showcasing rare photo sets, Japanese interviews, and emotional letters from fans. And it doesn't stop there. Tokyo Disneyland saw over 300 armies gathering in pink and white to release Jimin-themed balloons into the summer sky. One fan even brought a life-sized cardboard cutout of him and handed out handmade stickers that read, "Even if we can't see you right now, we still feel you in every heartbeat." With the wave of fan projects, streaming spikes, and viral trends, whispers have started to circulate across ARMY forums. Is Jimin planning something for Japan in 2025? Here's why fans are starting to believe it. Unconfirmed studio sightings. A well-known Japanese producer posted, then quickly deleted, a photo of a recording booth with initials PJ and a familiar-looking silhouette. Sony Japan's cryptic post. Sony Japan posted a cryptic tweet with the word Muse and a spark emoji on August 2nd, leaving fans theorizing that Jimin may be working on a Japanese repackage or exclusive single. Hybe's silence. When asked during a recent press interview about BTS's individual plans in Japan, a HYBE representative smiled and said, "We can't confirm anything, but fans will be happy this fall." These little sparks have fueled a wildfire of excitement. Some fans believe Jimin may release a limited edition Japanese single ahead of BTS's rumored group comeback in spring 2026. Others hope for a solo fan meeting or photo book exclusive to Japan. And if that does happen, there's no doubt the country will light up again in pink and silver, Jimin's signature color.